How do you watch
It's usually like a 49 to 40. No, 69 to 67. Yeah, 69 to 67. for, right?
Not go in there.
What? 40-25. 40-25 and
1
serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, yeah. Are you serious? No, he did foul me. He went over here. Are you serious, Brendan? Fouled him on his zip, man. Yeah. Hey, way to step up, Brady.
feels overwhelming at times, and that first year is always the toughest as a head coach because you feel like you're just overwhelmed at times. But I've been able to be at a few practices. I've been able to watch some games, and I feel like the girls are really buying into what you're working on at practice, and truth be told, that they're young and it's a young team. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you're a coach, you want it so bad for them, and they don't see the fruits of their labor, so to speak, until later. It's going to pay off because the things you're working on are great, and you have good girls, and they're working hard. It's just a big jump to go for some of them to go from 8th grade to varsity sport, yes, or from JV to, or even skipping some of those other steps. So yep. Just talk a little bit about the progression and how the girls are doing.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I think is that with our JV quarters, like, we are doing really good in those quarters, right, even though they're not full games. And so I'm kind of heavily, like, relying on those to show the girls that, like, hey, when we're playing against our own age, or, like, you're playing to your own ability, like, we are very competitive, and right, we're going to be competitive, like, as the years go on. And a lot of it is just we have 7 freshmen who have played together their whole life, and then we have 5 girls, upperclassmen, who have, none of them have really been on a big team. So it's been hard, and just trying to get them to mesh and, like, learn that, like, you have to be able to work well as a team. And so that's been kind of interesting. And some of the younger girls are picking up on, like, some of the older girls of how they play and what they do. So it's been good to I think we're, like you said, getting them to buy into that process now. But yeah, just relying on those JV quarters to just say, like, hey, even though this is what's happening and it's only JV, it still matters. Like, who you are playing, this is who you're going to play for the next 4 years.
Absolutely. And one of the things when you're building a program, this was very important to me to start here, and I know that you're working really hard on it, is to get that youth program going. Mm-hmm. And I know that you're doing a great job with that because we see all the cars here on Saturdays, and you are in charge of that youth program. So we've got our young girls playing, our middle schools are having success. Mm-hmm. So the future is bright. And sometimes when you're in the middle of it, you have to take a step back and look at how bright the future can be. Yeah. We got to continue to work in the summer, and that's important. But your youth program, I know, is something that's important to you.
Oh, yeah, very much. We have a team per level from 2nd to 6th now, and I'm trying to just be at as many practices and obviously at the games, just to know the girls and get them to kind of build the relationships so that they want to continue that program. I'm constantly pulling 7th and 8th grade over to just work with the high school, whether it's something we need, whether it's something they need, because I just want everybody to know, like, it's a community that makes the team, and I'm just hoping those younger girls, if they see the faces and they see the people, I'm hoping they'll just continue to stay in the program.
You know, it's funny because when you think about working with some of those young teams, you sometimes forget that as young as your team is, you're going to have some of those girls that are down in 6th grade playing with some of these girls in varsity basketball. Yes. So, yeah, it's really important. You're doing a great thing working with those girls. And, again, it's been my pleasure to be able to come to practices and watch you work and get, those girls going in the right direction. It's a long payoff, but it'll be a great payoff. And I want to wish you the best of luck tonight against Daleville as we go out there, and let's go get a win tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh, baby, it's raining. Welcome back to Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium at K. Saunders Court. Rihanna playing in the background for us.
Yeah, had
Ready
some
for the second half.
had some Umbrella by Rihanna playing. I didn't know it was a duet with Austin Skaggs, but I was able to hear a few words from him, and you guys unfortunately weren't able to. Or fortunately, I'm going to lean towards the fortunate side. So
I'll tell you what, when a Rihanna song comes on, it's going to be hard to keep me quiet.
There was a nice video there.
Awesome video.
The old ball coach, Coach McGlothin, speaking with Riley Skaggs there, the new ball coach for the Lady Warriors. About a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, we had a middle school basketball game, and the girls were practicing in the oxygen, and they were using half the court. And I saw Mr. McGlothin in there, Coach McGlothin, and he was helping those girls out. She was putting them through a drill. Looks like multiple drills and helping them out, and from what I heard, the girls loved it. It was nice to hear from him. McGlothin was a great basketball coach, great person, so it was a good sight to see. And it's like you said, everyone's backing this girls basketball team, not just the varsity, JV, but also the whole youth and everything. So
it's part of the reason why I love it here so much is every coach understands there's always something more to learn.
Yeah.
We're not too high on ourselves to take a step back and be like, thank you for helping me. Thank you for more drills. Thank you for teaching me that way. We're all trying to help each other.
Yeah.
You know?
And I know I can speak for me and you both as this was the school that gave us our first coaching opportunities, that it's molded us into who we are, being able to take words from others. Got the deep rainbow three to go from the corner. That was number 24 for Daleville, Addison Guthra. I'm going to leave the last name out of that one.
We apologize.
So I don't mispronounce it.
If you are her parents, we have improper educations from Yorktown and Shelbyville, so pronunciation is not our thing.
It's not our strong suit. Got a jump ball there. That'll be our third of the night, I believe. So not on pace for the 27, I believe we had in the.
I believe that's what it was. Yeah.
We had in that. What was that APA game?
Ball gets into Cadence Whitehead in the corner, taking it back to the top of the key. Tori and Abby Jackson down low. Ball gets turned over. Again, working back on getting transition defense. Get back. Another three.
Another rainbow three from the corner, just short. She's got good form there, so I could see why the first one dropped. It was a good shot.
Aubrey Antrim bringing your ball up. Score is 50-8. Good feed down low to Tori. Let her work.
Got the right hook, unable to get it to fall, and it'll go Daleville's way.
It almost seemed like her hand came down on her, but I am no referee, clearly, so we'll leave that to them.
Yeah, I think that's best to do.
Although I will point it out every time I think it's something else.
Looks like the Warriors in a bit of no, they're in man. This looks like actually may have been a 1-2-2 there. Couldn't tell. Maybe it was just a layout by Daleville's offense for their set, but able to get the ball in transition. Good feed down low to Tori. Got the foul. She'll shoot two.
She is working hard.
She is. That was a great pass there by Cadence. She kind of zipped it in there.
I think she almost saw it, too, happening, because she calls for the ball from Antrim and gets him across the half court, and immediate eyes on Tori, ball there.
And that's what you'll start to see. That's part of the growth process. Basketball is a sport where, you can teach a lot and you can learn a lot, but at some point the anticipation and the flow of the game sort of just kind of comes to you, and you kind of understand when I should pass this or when I should cut and all that stuff that makes basketball such a great sport.
Both go in for Tori.
Got a bank shot on the second one. It is Saturday. We'll leave it open for a little bit longer, huh?
Leave ball open?
The bank. She did bank that one in off the glass.
I knew exactly what you were talking about the entire time.
Sorry, a little too much slang for you there, huh?
I said I'm getting better. I'm not all the way there. Aubrey Antrim trying to work the ball around. Good screen by Cadence again.
Looks like we'll get a foul call there. Yeah, she was that Antrim. She was doing a great job of being strong with the ball.
She's not afraid to throw those elbows out.
Hey, and you don't want to elbow someone, but getting those elbows out and having a good, strong grip on the ball is something that you kind of preach and teach, because it's very easy to lose it.
Ball into Cadence Whitehead. Ball back to Aubrey Antrim. Number 24, close coverage on Aubrey. And work around back to the next hand. Cadence Whitehead. Caroline calling for the ball.
Great
Dish down to
entry.
Abby Jackson. Back out to Caroline. Caroline with the drive. Has to pick up her dribble. It's going to be a jump ball.
Of the night. That's back-to-back possessions from Cadence with great entries down low to the block.
And Coach, that comes from reps.
Yeah.
That's practice of being. That's what we talked about earlier of chemistry, being able to understand each other.
100%. And speaking from, especially for a post player, some post players, they like to get a bounce pass, or some post players like it right up to the chest. Looks like we got a tough foul there, but like I said earlier, if you're gonna foul, just foul. Don't be soft with the foul. Now, don't be super, aggressive and extremely hard on the foul. But if you're gonna foul. Don't let them get an and one. Don't let them have a chance at three. So,
and Coach, we got to give
at the line.
a major shout out to our student section. Again, we talked about it at our very first live stream. Our students are allowed free into sporting events this year in the war zone to get student involvement.
They got a sign over there above the student section. And, they are allowed free. And they're doing a little competition also. So
class competition.
Getting those all those different classes in and seeing who comes out and supports the Wes-Del athletics the most. So we'll see that when that happens. Tough take there by Cadence. Looks like it was blocked by number 23, Trishelle Johnson. Good post entry down low, and another strong foul by Antrim. She'll make them earn them both at the line.
I think she's hearing you up here. She is 2 tough fouls in a row.
I think it's just the overall philosophy here at Wes-Del. It's there's a very physical brand of basketball that's played amongst the girls and boys, and it trickles down to the middle school and even the very young ladies in the first grades that we saw today. There was a couple plays that were got pretty physical, and not in a bad way.
No,
just in a way that's good for the sport. So, it could be just those young ladies watching these girls play and kind of modeling their game after them. So, these are their role models.
Caroline bringing the ball up. Some fancy work here. Cadence Whitehead, she's going to step up and shoot
that.
Just
a little bit short, but it was a good look.
Ball's
Great
up the court.
Advancement there. Got the left-hand layup to go.
Caroline going to take the ball up the left. 3:33 left in the third quarter.
Looks like Daleville will empty the bench. She'll go 5 for 5 here.
The ball just didn't have enough on it to get down there in time.
Got a 30-second timeout there by Daleville.
Let's give another quick thank you to our sponsors. We would not be able to bring this to you.
Got your graphic back. There you go.
Yep, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Producer there. We got Defiance Motors, Campus Rentals, Pizza King, Gaston Main Street Church, Skinner Auto Body, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, Property Pros, and Right Way Collision Repair.
Man, Pizza King, I'll tell you what, that sounds pretty good, does it not?
I could kill a Royal Feast right now, yes.
Yeah. Now, do we have Royal Feast money is the
do you have Royal Feast money?
do I have Royal Feast money is the question to ask. Those pizzas from Pizza King often are pretty expensive. But I'll tell you what,
you are
it's
quite lucky. I would have Pizza King money if we wouldn't have called off our Iowa Notre Dame bet. But I got scared after Northern Illinois.
I must say they both lost tough games that week that we both did come in agreement about those losses that they faced. I believe Notre Dame lost to NIU that week. What a tough loss. And Iowa suffered a very horrible loss to Iowa State, which just will continue the downfall of the season.
Caroline, get your eyes behind you. Hey, we're trying to get it down there.
Noelle saw that. That's what you talked about. That was the anticipation. She saw her cutting. She knew she was going to be open. She just was able to get her head turned around there to see that.
Good defense.
Got a 1-2-2 here by the Warriors. Maybe a 3-2. Looks like we'll get a
jump ball.
Jump ball. There we go.
Well, update from your JV basketball game there, Coach. It's going to be 28-14 in the third with 1:22 left.
Good. We like to see that. We like to hear it.
Tori Ward and Abby Jackson come off the court, and Zoe Pruitt and Bella Kehoe are in the game.
One thing I picked up there by Abby and Tori coming off, it was all smiles.
No.
It was all positivity. It was all smiles. And that's where we're at, and we love to see that.
Absolutely. You get the ball working around here for your Lady Warriors. The ball, she tries to send that ball down low. Just a little too much on it. Ball's going to go Daleville's way.
It is 10-61. Your Daleville Broncos are leading. About 2 minutes left in the third.
It's a cool sight. Zoe Pruitt, I don't believe, has been in a varsity game. Good block by Cadence Whitehead. I don't believe she's been in on a varsity game yet. I believe these are her first minutes as a varsity Lady Warrior. It's a very big moment for her. Down to Bella Keogh.
Great
That's
post
going to be a
entry.
shooting
Got the
foul.
Cadence, once again, with a great post entry feed. Those passes have been on point tonight, especially in this third quarter.
She's had some game coach where we say her name a lot.
Yes, she has. And once again, that is another freshman that we are speaking about. So look forward to a lot of improvement, and you can see the potential.
First one's down by Bella. Good work. Coach Skaggs staying positive as always. You think I wouldn't surprise me because I'm married to her and I live with her, but she does not get down on herself during these games. She does not show it, even if she is. We're coaches. We understand it happens. She stays positive for everybody looking. She's being
got to travel there by there.
A role model for these girls to keep their head up and keep the energy up.
Yeah, exactly. And as a coach, that's kind of what you got to do. And like you mentioned, though, it is hard sometimes. There's those times where you suffer tough losses or close losses, and it's really hard on yourself. But and it's easy to be hard on yourself. And
another. I know you were looking at me because I'm so good looking, but another great dish to from Cadence Whitehead to try to hit Noelle, cut into the basket.
Right, we'll just ignore what you just said beforehand. But like I was saying, it is hard sometimes, but it's the positivity factor and the understanding of potential and growth that we have.
Good defense, Zoe.
Looks like it was going to go Warrior way, but it'll stay with Daleville. Ref had a second thought there on that call. They'll take it out underneath the basket. Quick pass out to the corner. Looked like they were looking for a post
close out by Bella there.
Good rotation there by Wes-Del. Got a travel call.
Good job, girls.
Look to hurry up to get the ball in. Only got under 10 seconds here.
And, Coach, we're going to point it out again because we point it out all the time. We have some younger classmen come in from Daleville, and we are playing people of our age and at the JV level, and this game has gone much differently.
Yeah.
Multiple good defensive stops and some good offensive possessions.
Yeah. Yeah, Cadence had a shot attempt there, was unable to get it to go, so it is 61-11. Daleville Broncos lead the way. You can probably hear it, and it's probably picking up a little bit, but the energy in here, the very good crowd. We got the cheerleaders out on the court performing for the Lady Warriors and the crowd, and it's a good sight to see. I understand it's a back-to-back, and there's a boys game right after this, but the crowd has been like this, and it's good. It's good for the community. It's good for the sport, and it's good for the school.
Absolutely. We're going to take a little break, a 20-second break, and we'll be right back. Eight minutes left, Coach.
Yes, 8 minutes left, and checking in on the JV game in the auxiliary gym. It is 31-17. Fourth quarter about to start in that one. Your Warriors lead the way in that, so that's good to see.
It's also been a very physical game. I've looked over there from time to time. A couple hard drives that I've seen. Good close out by Bella.
Good block there by Cadence. It'll stay Daleville, but it's a good defensive play there. We like to see it.
Some really good defense these last couple of possessions by your Warriors. Step up on it. There we go.
Caden's doing a great job on her rotation. And looks like we'll have a fight for the ball here. And we'll get a jump ball. A little uptick in the jump balls this second half. We're at 6 so far for the game.
It's going to be Wes-Del ball. Good thing, because I was going to guess Daleville.
Wes-Del will bring the ball up. It's Caroline bringing the ball up, main ball handler.
Bella Kehoe with the ball, swinging it out to Cadence Whitehead. Cadence taking a strong dive down there.
Great take. Got the right little hook floater to fall in the middle of the paint. And your Warriors now have 13. Great take there, though.
There's a little Kareem Whitehead right there.
Caught me off guard, but it was close. Yeah, we'll give it to her. Yeah, there we go. Impressed by your knowledge.
Yeah, I was going to say you're impressed by my basketball knowledge.
I mean, he is a very well-known basketball player, one of the greatest of all time. So, but I'll give it to you. Daleville with the ball here.
We in a 3-2 there, Coach? Two tough offensive rebounds for your Daleville ball.
Nice soft touch there to get it to fall. Looked like a little bit of a 1-2-2, but could be a 3-2. It could really go both ways.
Caroline, Bella with the ball. Cadence with the back cut.
Good post entry there. Tough drop step.
That is a great work.
She's pumped. The bench is excited. Coach is happy. You love to see plays like that.
Absolutely.
Got a post entry, got a nice drop step there, and was able to get fouled. She'll shoot 2. You can just see it. It puts a smile on both our faces. I'm sure everyone else is happy. You know, it's really fun to watch how much they're growing, regardless of wins and losses and scores. In each individual player and as a team, there's just a lot of growth to be proud of.
It's awesome to be a part of watching it. Amazing offensive rebound by Caroline. Well, we fixed it. Thought we were going the other way. That is a tough collision.
I think Caroline faked out Zoe there with how fast she was bringing the ball up.
Good rebound by Bella
Good defensive possession.
We got bodies falling all over the place, Coach.
It is very physical.
Caroline wasn't aware of somebody coming behind her, but Daleville with the ball again.
Caden's going back and forth in transition.
She's probably a little sore. She's had a rough couple possessions.
3 unable to go. Another physical play underneath the basket.
Take it all the way, Cadence.
Cadence with the take, and she will shoot another 2.
Give me another basketball player.
We'll go Reggie Jackson.
All right.
We'll go random player there.
Cadence Jackson to the free throw line.
Shout out to Reggie Jackson. We'll go Cadence Jackson there. Not sure what team he's playing for right now, but
Cadence having an amazing second half. She comes out of the locker room wanting to make a statement.
Able to drill that first free throw.
Coach Skaggs is loving it.
Yeah, the energy is picked up in this building. That's great to hear. Second one is up and just short, falls off to the right. Daleville with the rebound. He'll push it in transition.
Get set up on defense. Good job by Noel.
There by Noel.
Great rebound by Bella
Ready to be strong with the ball.
Cadence was not ready for that ball.
A little too much aggression there. A little fast pass. Cadence urging her to slow down a little bit. Hey, you like to see that sometimes. You know, player on player, having a conversation on the court.
It's important to have those moments.
Yeah, showing some leadership. It's good to see.
It's going to be a corner 3, and that's going to go
able to get it to go. That was number 4 for Daleville. Addie, I'll leave the last name alone once again. If you want to try that was number 4 for Daleville. We might need to take an English class before we do another one of these games. Reading names and stuff, so we apologize for that. We can get first names right for the most part, so bear with us. Got 3 Warriors coming in.
We got Taylor Williams, Aubrey Antrim, and Toria Ward coming in for Noel, Cadence Whitehead, and Zoe Pruitt.
Looks like we got a box set here for the Warriors. Got it to Caroline. Looking for a post entry. Great seal. Oh, that was great. Look for a little high-low action there. Was unable to get it to her.
She almost just didn't expect the ball.
Yeah. It's just a little far.
Great defense by
Tori. She'll get back to the block, looking to get a rebound. Looks like another 3 is able to go for Daleville. That was Addie once again. Caroline will bring the ball up, kick it to Taylor Williams.
Good
Down low to
feed
Tori
down
Ward.
low.
She'll look to make a post move here. Being strong with the ball. Got to save it before it hits the half-court line. Does. Got a 4-on-5 here. Good seal there. Good work by Kehoe. And Antrim was able to get the layup to go. Great second half here by the Warriors.
Absolutely. This is good work. Now it's just putting them all together.
Taylor Williams with the rebound. Looks like we had a little bit of a bump there, but ref didn't see it. Only we did.
Right in front of them. And,
it'll stay with Daleville. They'll take it out on the side.
Maybe we're the ones that's wrong, Coach.
You know, like I said, we might see something they don't. They see something we, it goes both ways. Oh, good physical play there.
Saw that one. It's going to be a foul on your senior, Taylor Williams.
She was just anticipating the ball. It's got a little, actually, looks like okay. Daleville was a little confused there. I thought they maybe called it out.
Taylor Williams?
I
believe that is. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is her 5th foul, so she will not be re-entering this game as 5 is it, and you're done. Another 3-pointer up for Daleville. They got it to go. It is raining threes for Daleville. That was a deep one, too. That was not an easy shot. That was Maddie Reese that got that one to fall for Daleville.
Minute 49 left in the game. 3-pointer by Caroline. That's just
Unable
off.
to get it go. Just short. Physical rebound there. But she popped right back up. And we forced a turnover, so we'll get the ball back. Caden's coming back in for the Warriors. For Caroline. She'll bring the ball up.
Cadence Whitehead with the ball coming up. Aubrey Antrim to her right. Aubrey Antrim with the ball. She's going to drive, kick it back out to Bella Kehoe.
Out to Ernstberger
driving down.
She's able to get the foul call. She'll shoot 2. Plenty of free throw opportunities tonight we've seen.
Absolutely.
It's good to see. You like to be aggressive and get those opportunities at the line.
And Coach, Little Birdie did tell me we have been suggested to do commentary for the next wrestling match.
Yes, I did hear that from a Little Birdie, as you referred to. They threw that idea out there. It could be just a little bit of a trade-off. Basketball is more my thing. I know wrestling's more your thing. So I could go into there not having any idea what I'm watching other than just some, physical wrestling. Not sure of any moves or anything of that nature, but I enjoy watching it. It's a good sport. Just was more of a basketball guy, so we'll let you take care of that one.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Producer gives us a ring. Maybe we'll be ready for that one to go. You got 40 seconds left in your 4th quarter.
Got a fast break opportunity. Looking ahead to Cadence. Able to get it to her. Unable to get it to fall. It was a great pass there. Good opportunity for a basket. Antrim with the steal and transition. It looks like we've got a foul call. Hand got caught in the cookie jar there. I know you know that reference.
Yeah, are you going to buy me cookies today, unlike last time? We get a poll and say, should Coach Stevens buy Coach Skaggs cookies?
I remember earlier as you telling me I don't have Pizza King money, so we'll let you handle that one. You can buy us both cookies, but 5 seconds here left in this basketball game. Got a deep 3 there by Antrim, unable to get it to go. That'll be it for the game. 74-18, Daleville Broncos get the win over our Wes-Del Warrior ladies.
Coach, a lot of positives you can take out, and you want to nitpick. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff you can point out and be like, that wasn't so great, but I'm focused on the positives, and I saw a lot of them in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of positives in that second half. Honestly, on both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively. A lot of aggression, attacking the basket, getting a lot of free throws, and defensively stopping the ball, getting in front of that, and getting back in transition was huge. We just got to continue to emphasize and support these ladies and understand the potential that they have. For those who maybe haven't been able to, I would go take a peek and go watch some of the youth girls. Whether that be the 1st and 2nd graders or elementary, middle school, especially the 7th and 8th grade girls. I know they're very good. They're having a great season. So there's a lot of excitement in the youth program for the girls, and even these girls out here. And like we said earlier, the JV games, 3 JV wins on the year.
I did not see once anybody on that bench hang their head.
Yep. No hanging of the heads, no disappointment, and honestly, no let up. They played that entire game. They didn't let up no matter the score, and it's just a basic understanding that they have as well, as we're not chasing wins and losses.
Nope.
We know where we are. We know what we need to work on and improve on, and we're working every single day to improve on that. Whether
there was a lot of, Cadence Whitehead, with some of the passes she was throwing down low on the block, it was just phenomenal.
That third quarter and that second half, plenty of great post entries, plenty of great defense, a couple of blocks, a couple of steals, a couple of great physical rebounds, being strong with the ball. And I think it takes the little things to perfect that first and get good at those, and not necessarily perfect, because no one does perfect at anything, but just to get better at those, really work at those, improve at them. And then just see the progress. I would like to see Coach Skaggs, maybe one day take those girls and make them watch the first game they played, and then make them watch the last game. I told the middle school boys to do that, just to see overall and how much growth you can see in just 1 year. Not even a year, really, if you're thinking, an actual year, but just one season of your sport. And then when it gets to the off season, how much more work you can put in to improve on that. So it was a good night, and we're not done yet. Right?
No,
we're
not
not done
another
yet.
game.
There's another game. Daleville bringing their boys over. We had the JV game going on in the auxiliary gym, and that's going on. That's being live streamed as well. Just no commentating from your 2 favorite commentators.
Looks like your boys are up by 10 points, 37-27.
37-27. Got a minute 50 left. Just had a turnover though, so it'll be Daleville's ball. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, got a doubleheader tonight. The varsity team will take the court for your boys. Should be exciting matchup. Looks like Mr. Knuckles has got some good stuff here for you guys to hear in on. He's got a good scouting report here for both teams, and we'll emphasize some of the game plans for both of those squads. So it'll be good. You'll have Mr. Mealy, Coach Knuckles, and should be a good time. So
absolutely. Thank you for listening in, and always tune back in and watch your Lady Warriors continue to grow. Have a great one.
Good evening, Warrior Nation, and welcome to Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium here on the campus of Wes-Del High School for a Mid-Eastern Conference matchup right before Christmas. We've got the Daleville Broncos that are in Richard E. Johnson ready to take on the Warriors of Wes-Del. The Warriors come into this one off of the loss, another Mid-Eastern Conference matchup last night at Wapahani. I'm joined by the coach, but this time in the coach's place is the coach, our head football coach and our athletic director, Matt Knuckles. Coach, it's always nice to have you with us. What a lot of people may not realize is you spent a large portion of your career also coaching basketball, so this isn't foreign to you by any means. Several years as our JV coach, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I've been here I coached basketball here for 13 years, from middle school to 7 or 8 years at freshman, and then 3 or 4 with the JV.
And I had the fortunate experience, and unfortunate for you, of being your freshman coach years ago.
Maybe unfortunate for you as well.
We did all right. We didn't do too bad. But we're bringing in some you're the relief to save Coach McGlothin. For those of you, Coach Mack is at a family Christmas function. Hopefully he's tuning in, and we want to say hello to him. We want to say hello to all of you that have tuned in. Maybe you were able to catch the Stevens and Skaggs routine during the girls varsity basketball game. It's a busy night for you as an athletic director. You had a game in the junior varsity game in the field house, varsity girls game, and then you're finishing up with this one. So it's been a busy night. Plus, it's the cancer night, correct?
Yes, very good. Yeah, it's been a busy day for everybody. Girls basketball, they had their youth league out here today. My daughter, we coached a team for her today at 10 o'clock. Got out here about 2:30, got everything set up. But yeah, big night here for Coach Burkett. It's his cancer night. They're doing proceeds for the American Cancer Society all night. So here at the game, they're going to be going around taking donations. If anybody online wants to donate, you can go to any of the basketball social media pages, and they have links on there that you can donate from home.
Okay, so do that. Join. You can go on Twitter, you can go on Instagram, and you can find it probably on Facebook. Wherever you can find the Warrior basketball on social media, you can donate. And we would appreciate that as we are playing, as always, everyone joining in across the nation to fight for the cure for cancer. It affects everyone. There's no one that it doesn't touch. So a busy day for you, but let's get into this one. Daleville comes into town. This is the Van Mater Reed Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group pregame, and they come into town 1-4. First win of the night, of the season, was last night over Blue River Valley. They've lost to Shenandoah, Monroe Central, Centerville, and Eastern Hancock. 2 of those are both similar opponents in our losses with Monroe Central and Eastern Hancock. They lead by Josh Wilson, a senior, averaging 9.5 a game, and they're followed up by another senior, Noah Colvin, averaging 9 points a game, but he also averages 6.8 assists a game. When you look at the Wes-Del Warriors, they're coming in 3-3 with wins against Cambridge City Lincoln, Alexandria, and Union, and losses to Eastern Hancock, Monroe Central, and Wapahani. The tough thing about those losses is each one of those is a Mid-Eastern Conference loss, so that puts us down a ways early in the season in the conference standings. Our top scorers still continuing to score, and close to the top in the state is Josiah Love at 30 points a game. Julian Carpenter's down at 13 points a game after about 2 weeks ago where he was averaging 17 a game. And Gabe Becerra is rounding out our third top scorer at 10 points a game and 3.6 assists per game. Coach, really, let's just jump into this question when we're talking about scores. We'll just call it what it is. Julian Carpenter's been cold the last couple games. It's pretty important to get him going tonight.
Absolutely. I think if you watch it, especially his last 2 games, he doesn't have that aggressiveness he had early in the season. You know, he's still getting to the rim, but some of those shots he's fallen away from. A couple of those threes last night, he was falling sideways, and that ball floated sideways. And he's, second leading scorer. He's a big part to our offense and defense out here. What you really hope tonight is you can see him get back in that aggressive mentality, attack the rim, go up strong. The kid can jump and run with about anybody that he's going to play with on the court. So use that athleticism to help him out tonight.
We're looking for King Julian to get hot again, and hopefully this will be the night he does. It'll be a great Christmas present, not only for him, but for the team. Going into the second straight loss. Lost a tough one with Monroe Central in the field house at Muncie. Great atmosphere. Really, we played well. Just a couple of things didn't go our way. I know that they shot 30-some free throws and we shot 10, but we won't get into that. Then you lose off of Wapahani, who I believe, in my head, sitting up there watching it, I think they were 22 of 26 from 3. And we're talking 5 feet off the line and hands in your face. They were on fire, and they did it from the start to the finish. Those are two different types of games, but when you're on a skid like that, tonight's a really big one to get yourself back on track.
Yeah, absolutely. Last night, tough loss, but that's, I think Wapahani's number 1 in 2A right now, and for good reason.
There's a good reason for that.
They got a lot of guys that can score. They defend very tough. They're athletic, and they take care of the ball. I thought we had some good shot attempts. Some stuff didn't fall last night that typically it would, and you need those anytime you're playing a team at that caliber.
And Coach McGlothin did have the opportunity to sit down with Coach Burkett. Even though he isn't here tonight, he did have the opportunity to sit down with Coach Burkett. They talked a little bit about everything, kind of how the season's going so far, and also about the importance of tonight. I think not only is the game, but also about what it tonight represents all around. So there'll probably be a little mix of stuff in there about Wapahani. I'm not sure, but I doubt it. More so about Daleville. But we're going to take you to that now. Here is the Caldwell Banker Van Mater Reed Realty video with Coach Burkett and Coach McGlothin.
Hello and welcome to the pregame show. I'm Coach McGlothin. I'm here with Coach Burkett. Coach, welcome back.
Yep, thanks for having me.
We are going to rewind a little bit before we talk about tonight's game. Last week we were at home, which we were able to talk to you a little bit after the game with a nice win against the Union Rockets, a conference win. And then we were on the road at the Muncie Central Fieldhouse. Nice chance for us to go and play on that, court that a lot of guys our age played on or older, got the chance to play on, but we haven't been able to go back for a few years. So a nice chance to go play there and a great game.
Yeah.
We came up just a little short, but I thought we played really well at times. What are your thoughts looking back at the Monroe Central game?
Yeah, fortunately, I didn't actually know until after the game that we had given up 39 free throws to our shooting 10 for the game. So I think the Star Press asked me that question. My quote was, if we're going to give up 39 free throws, we better quit fouling or we better get to the foul line more. So the positive, though, to pull from that is that's a really good team. I think Foster's a really hard guard. Because he's so long, he can jump. He finishes tough shots really well. But we were within 3 points in the fourth quarter. This is a resilient group, and I think they've shown it when we've been down. Like our three wins, we weren't down much at all, and we kind of played really well and dominated. The 2 losses, we were down, but we found a way to be in the fight, even though we had some deeper valleys, like we were down 20 against Eastern Hancock. In this game, in big moments, some tough calls that didn't go our way, and then some big shots that Monroe Central made. We were down 8. And then we found a way in the fourth quarter to still battle back within 3 and had our chances. So there's things we're working on in the gym this week to correct those mistakes, because I think this group has a really high ceiling that they keep pushing up.
Yeah, and I thought to go back just a little bit and talk about that. I thought your game plan against Foster was really good. They really struggled at times to get him involved as much as you look back and you're thinking, well, why didn't they get him a little more involved? He's such a good ball handler and can step out, but he could also post up and cause problems. And I think a lot of that was due to the game plan you guys had. So I felt like looking back on that was the right things everything went the right way. Just came up a little short. But again, like you said, the free throw disparity, it is really tough. And you also, that's a really good team both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a team that we could see in the state tournament. I think if we could see them in potentially even the regional, because the way they do it now with the drawing. So I would like to play them again. I'd like to take another crack at it. I think our guys would too.
So that leads us to tonight's game, and we'll be totally transparent. We filmed these before, so we can't talk about the Wapahani win, let's hope, against a really good Wapahani team, a conference team, and then turn around and play another conference game. This was always a tough weekend, I felt like, for our guys, because 2 rivals, and, you're going to play Daleville in the second half of that. So what do we know about tonight's game with Daleville? And what are we looking forward to?
Yeah, they returned the Colvin kid. He's been a steady guard for them. He's always been a shorter, stocky guy that's really quick, so we have to keep him in front. Can't let him get hot. They love to shoot three-pointers, so they may shoot more three-pointers on a regular basis than they do twos. So we'll try to get them off the three-point line but contest without fouling. when they drive to the basket, and then push the pace. They like to play fast offensively, but I think we can push the pace against their defense because I don't think they like to get back as well defensively. So we'll try to push the pace, which we've done a lot this year. We're putting up a lot of points this year. I mean, big testament. Josiah loves playing excellent basketball right now offensively, and there's some other pieces in there that are doing really well. But coming into this weekend, he has 927 points in his career. So he's kind of a man possessed right now. He's playing really, really well. Efficient basketball. Second leading scorer in the state on Max Preps.
Yeah, and we were going to mention that he's at 927, getting close to that 1,000-point mark. And after this weekend, he'll be even closer, obviously. So that's something for our fans to keep an eye on, and we'll try to help keep you updated that on the live stream on the games that we can. But, no secret to us that he's going to be another 1,000-point scorer here at Wes-Del because of the hard work that he's put in.
Yeah, we talked about before the season even started. I think I've talked about this before on the show, but we are going through a book with the captains about, leadership and confidence and where it all comes from. And one of the things is the work that you put in. You build your confidence based on the work you put in. If you're not confident in a game, you're not putting enough work in. But I think there's no question that Josiah is a tireless worker in the weight room, on the court. He watches film. He does all the things that you want out of a player, and so it's paying off. You see the results. So I hope that our younger guys see this and they want to do the same thing.
Well, let's go out and get a win tonight. I know this will be the last game here before Christmas break, and I know like you, like myself, would like to wish everybody out there Merry Christmas, and with nothing better than to start that Christmas break off with a nice win here against the rival Daleville. Yeah,
we get a few days off after this game, so it's going to be hopefully a very Merry Christmas for all Wes-Del Warriors after a big win tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
And there was another great sit-down with Coach McGlothin and our head basketball coach, Josh Burkett. We're going to get into the American Pest Coach Mack keys to the games. I'm going to fill in for Coach Mack. He sent them to me, so we'll talk about those. But key number one, he believes, is to push the ball tonight. Push the ball against Daleville, get up the floor, set the tempo, and get easy baskets if you can get ahead of them or in transition. Second, Coach Mack key to the game is to value every possession. Sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot with our own turnovers and lack of taking care of the ball, and you and I both know, Coach, that was one of Coach Mack's foundational keys, was to take care of the basketball. And the last one is no second shots, especially when you're playing a team. They're coming in 1-4, but they're coming off a win last night, and it was a big win against Blue River. But you never want to give a team a second shot. Last night, Wapahoney didn't need one, but tonight, when you're playing a team that's not quite as good as shooting-wise, looking at the percentages, they're deadly if they get more chances. So you've got to get your body on somebody, block them out, and make sure there are no second chances. So those are the three American Pest Coach Mack keys to the game. We appreciate Coach Mack sending those in to us via text message. Well, Coach Knuckles, this is the end of a very long day for you, but I just wanted to say I'm sure at home they're very excited, your kids, about what's happening next week. Are they into Christmas?
Oh yeah, they're in that age where this is the best time of the year for them.
Absolutely, and it's one of those where by the time you go to everybody's house, your car will be full, and whatever you bring back then will be loaded up in your living room or all over. That's what I always hated was, they get so much stuff, and then you're like, where are we going to put all this stuff?
Yep. Yeah.
And then, you're replacing us stuff that they've gotten before. But no, we're excited for Santa's arrival, and we know it's really close. We hope all of you at home are excited. We're just about 2 minutes away before we get into the national anthem. And let's just talk a little bit about our sponsors. We want to thank each one of our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring this to you wherever you are, whether you're in your home, whether you're at a business where, we've been told there's establishments all over that play the games from the Wes-Del Sports Network and view that. That's all done for free because of our sponsors. And those sponsors include Star Financial Bank, one of our large main donors, along with the Van Mater Reed Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group. They are big supporters and large donations to the Wes-Del Sports Network. Additionally, we want to thank American Pest Professionals. Obviously, Mike Dowling is an assistant coach with the program, and he also did a great job during football season to support us and got that whole every touchdown gets $10 fundraiser, and we appreciate that. Dowling Dumpster Rentals, American Pest Professionals, Star Rocket Media, which is one that we have added just this past year, and along with Budget Blinds. We couldn't do it without our sponsors, and we want to remind everyone tonight, if you're just tuning in, this is our, well, I just call it Crush Cancer Night. We are trying to do everything we can. I believe there's going to be buckets going around, trying to take donations, taking donations at the gate, I think. Really fundraisers are going to go to the National Cancer Society, and it's really a good night. But as you said, a reminder to all our fans, Coach Knuckles has had youth games. You had to do some shopping. Then you had a JV and a girls varsity game, and then you had the varsity game. So you're shot tonight.
Yeah.
You're sucking it up. You're sucking it up to help us through this one.
It's nice to set up here right now and just do some
Well, we're
watching.
glad you're with us. So we're absolutely glad you're with us. We're going to take things down audio-wise, down to the floor, to the voice of the Warriors, Coach Biff Wilson, and he'll take us through both the national anthem and the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wes-Del High School, Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, K. Saunders Court for tonight's boys varsity game featuring the visiting Broncos of Daleville High School and your Wes-Del Warriors. At this time, please rise and join Senior Director of Wes-Del Choirs, Dr. Emily Love, and Wes-Del graduate and her daughter, Jenna Love, as they honor our country with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Time to meet the Broncos. Their roster includes number 2, Thomas Smith. Number 3, Carter King. Number 12, Caleb Aiken. Number 15, Kaven Whitworth. Number 23, Hunter Suhana. Number 25, Carson Teig. And number 31, Victor Reyes. Starting tonight for the Broncos, a senior, number 1, Noah Colvin. A junior, number 5, Bryson Sigler. Another junior, number 11, Logan Parker. A senior, number 21, Cooper Sexton. And a senior, number 24, Josh Wilson. Head coach of the Daleville Broncos,
And there you have it, the voice of the Warriors, Biff Wilson getting us started. Looks like it's going to be Colvin, Sigler, Parker, Sexton, and Wilson for Daleville. It's going to be Durr, Love, Becerra, Carpenter, and Mealy for Wes-Del. And we're getting ready to get this thing tipped off. Now it gets into the hands of Carpenter. A little confusion to get started. Now Julian will take it. Looks like he's going straight to the basket. Inside to Durr. And Durr is up and strong. Looks like he had his footing kind of messed up on that one, Coach.
Yeah, he didn't get square to the basket. He was turning a little bit there. Hopefully he can take a little tougher shot next time he gets in there.
And now we've got number 5 with a Sigler up top. It looks like we're in the switching man-to-man. That is our defense. There's a drive by Colvin. That ball is loose in the corner. And we've got a foul. No, it looks like he stepped on the line out of bounds. And that one will go over to the Warriors. If you're in the chat, you can say hello. We appreciate you watching. If you haven't hit subscribe, hit subscribe. Here come the Warriors with it. Becerra looks like man-to-man. Coach, are they? Yeah, they're man-to-man.
Yeah, they're man. They're helping off quite a bit there in the paint. It looks like, and trying to face guard Joe.
Carpenter's off with it. We wanted him to get a good start. Here comes Sigler with it, trying to get it in.
One of those shots we talked about before the game is falling sideways, kind of out of control.
23. They're going to get Julian Carpenter with a foul there on a reach in. Almost tied him up. So that's the first foul of the game. First one for Wes-Del. Nobody's cracked the scoring, and we're almost under 1 minute played. There's a mismatch. Colvin and Grayson. It's going to be a 3 on the way, and it is just off, and rebound to Big Easy. And he almost again, got to value the ball. Don't want to get a little out of the works with it. There's Carpenter.
Great screen, good take.
Come on, grab that. There we go. Come on. Get that, swing it.
One more.
They're going to get a foul on number 5. That's going to be his first. So both teams with 1. Coach, pretty sloppy early.
Yeah, a little out of control. I think everybody's trying to make this a little faster pace than what they need to. I hope we get settled in here soon and can take some good shots.
There's a high ball screen. They're trying to get Josiah. Good defense by Daleville. It's inside to Grayson. Grayson trying to dump it off, and it's a turnover. Both teams just pretty sloppy with it right now, and nobody been able to get a good, decent look at it. Here's Colvin with it. Wide open in the middle now, and that's going to be 2. That is Sigler with 2, and Daleville takes the lead with the early bucket.
Yeah, we got lost there a little bit. I think we had 2 guys off in the help side on the wrong guy, and Sigler slipped that through there.
There's a nice pass, and Easy's got to have that. And then same thing the other way, we turn it right back. Everybody's pushing, pressing a little bit, trying to get things going, and the ideas are there, but that was a good drive by Josiah, and he saw Easy coming down from the top of the key down there, and it would have been an easy bucket.
Yeah, and that's what you want from him, right? Not to force it, wait for those shots to come.
Love with it now, and they're switching. This is new. We didn't think there was a nice pass from Grayson Mealy to Big Easy for 2.
Great look. They're going to be face guarding Joe like that. Those are the type of shots and type of ball movement we need from the other guys tonight.
You're exactly right. The other guys are going to have to be prepared because they're going to put a lot of pressure on our main scorers.
That looked like an elbow.
There's Josiah Love's got it, and he's got a transition chance here. They're going to call it on the floor.
Offensive
foul. I don't know if Coach Burkett's going to like this call. He'll probably have a conversation, but
that was a tough one. Joe's a pretty physical kid. Hard to tell whether he did swing his elbow there or just was being strong going up to the basket.
That's the second foul on the Warriors. Got 1 on Carpenter, 1 on Love, so foul trouble is something we don't want to get into in this one. Good defense by Carpenter now, and you can hear Warrior benches clapping on this possession. Trying to egg on that. That's a deep 3, and it's off, and Julian Carpenter has it. Here comes quickly to Love. Love to the basket, and it's just off. Elijah Durr on the floor. Could be a jump ball. And it is. What do we got here? They called a jump ball, I believe.
Yeah, they did. Their official was talking to a couple of the guys. Looked like maybe there's some extra stuff going on.
I think you may be right on that. And now we've got it going to Daleville. 2-2, 4:34 to go. Both teams really trying to sort their offense out. Hasn't been crisp. Here comes Colvin with it, and he'll give it to Sigler early. Looking to try to get it to Wilson. Wilson's their main scorer along with Colvin. Both coming into this one averaging 9. There's that switching defense again, and that's going to give Daleville some fits as long as we can play it. Now that cut across the middle is one that we're going to have to watch. There's a 3 on the way. It's off. Rebound to Carpenter. Tied up by Colvin. Takes it away. And now it's back on the floor and an easy 2. Sloppy, but they got it. And it's Noah Colvin, and it's 4-2 Daleville. They may be 1-4, Coach, but they are scrappy.
Yeah, it's a tough team. Tough team. They know they have to play that way if they're going to be able to compete.
Here comes Love off that handoff. Nice.
Good look.
Keep it high. Oh. I'll tell you what, Durr's got it. He's just got to be more strong with it going to the basket.
He's getting some good looks.
Well, I think they're doing a great job of seeing him after he screens or if he dives out of the high post. But
got Luke Woodyard in here.
Yep.
For Durr.
Durr's going to get a break, a well-deserved one. The pace has been frantic, but I wouldn't say it's been disciplined by any means. It's been kind of sloppy.
Yeah, very much so.
And Luke comes right in, spots up, takes a 3, and it is out of bounds. So both teams trying to find the offense. Here comes Daleville with it. Colvin will bring it across the timeline and get it to Sigler. Back to Colvin now. They're trying to get Sigler coming off, but both Josiah Love and Grayson Mealy sniffed that one out on the. There's another ball screen up into a layup, and a nice job, and that was Wilson with 2. No, Cooper Sexton. Sexton with a high ball screen, and that's really been both teams' bread and butter here early. High ball screen into it. Grayson Mealy looking for a 3. It's off. And here comes the Broncos. Luke Woodyard steals that one, and they're getting him on the line. So it's 6-2, and it feels like it should be 20-16 the way this thing's being played. I don't know that we can keep this pace going either way, but they've got to sit in and try to run some offense here a little bit cleaner and a little bit more fluid.
Yeah, you have both teams taking some really quick shots, not necessarily trusting their offense.
Yeah, the 3 is not what we want to live and die on tonight, and we want to work it in. And I will say Daleville's done a good job of stopping our transition when we can get it, but Sigler trying to turn the corner. And that one is off, and there's Josiah Love. Let's go. Let's go. I think we just got to go.
That is not.
That is always getting called, but it's not. I'm partial to that because it's my kid. I just don't think because you're stronger it's a foul.
And that tends to happen that way too.
When the defense, when your defender, your teammate doesn't call out the screen and you get lit up, that's not a foul.
Yeah, and it looked like Grayson was set there for a couple seconds and just didn't happen to move.
Yep.
And he's not going to move on a lot of those screens.
No. Daleville now with a 4-point lead, and here's Colvin for 3. It's off, and they're getting a push in the back. This guy's getting his money's worth. That's a foul on number 12. That's Caleb Aiken, his first, I believe, and that's going to be the team's second. Really need to get Josiah and Julian and, get some of our guys going here. There's Josiah to the basket. That's off. Just not good shots right now. We just are leaning away, as you said earlier, and we're just not being strong with it. That one's on the floor. We got to come up with it, and we're not. They're scrappy. They are out hustling us, and they're getting it. That might be the second one on Grayson.
I think it's going to be.
It is. That'll put Grayson on the bench.
Looks like Coach is taking a timeout here.
And Burkett wants a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Back here, I want to thank our sponsors, Star Financial Bank and American Pest Professionals. If you're having a trouble with the pests, give Bob Todd a call. If you need a loan or any type of banking needs, give Trent Dowling at Star Financial Bank a call. So the basket was good. That means Colvin's going to have a buy one, get one free here if he can hit it. And that would put a early lead out for Daleville. And it does. 7-point lead. Warriors struggling to find offense. And they need to get it. That's a foul, and that's a good call. Foul's going to be on 21. That's Sexton.
It's his first.
Yep, it's just his first. Team's third, so we have 4 on the Warriors in this quarter and 3 on Daleville. Here comes Becerra trying to get the inbounds. They get back to Julian. Just got to get some offense. Need a couple scores before the break. And they need him going to the basket. That was not open. Got to take a charge. Nope. And that one's going to stay here. I just hope we find ourselves a little bit here because we are lost.
Yeah, that was another forced turnover down there. Or unforced turnover. We put ourselves in a bad spot and throw it right to the middle.
This is a team coming off a big win against Blue River. They got a lot of confidence. And they are not going to just roll over here. So Wes-Del's going to need to figure it out. There's a big 3 on the way from Sexton. Carpenter has it. And it's up to Durr. That's not a spot where Easy wants it. Woodyard's to the basket. Another miss. And I don't know. About as cold as it gets. Wide open layup. And they missed it. But it's going to go right back to him. Woo-wee.
You'd like to see Luke take one more dribble there and get to that side of the basket.
We are as cold as it gets. Carter Flynn and Joel Jones are going to come in and give some guys a break. So it's going to be Jones, Flynn, Becerra, Love, and Durr. And we're going to go, the good chance we're going to finish this quarter no more than 4 points, maybe only 2. It's been a low-scoring affair, and Daleville leads by 7. They look like they're trying to hold maybe for a shot here, or they're just going to work some offense, see what they get. Nice job by Flynn on the roll off the screen there. Daleville seems to be running their offense a little bit more fluid than us. If they call this on Love, that could be a problem. They don't know who they're going to call it on. They called it on Love. That's his second. I'd get him out of there before he gets a third.
Especially on the defensive end here.
Yeah, I'd get a sub for him right now. That's his second. Somebody needs to tell Coach Burkett that that's 2. And that's going to be shooting. I
think Coach is trying to keep him in here for the offensive end, get this
last
shot.
I agree. That might be the decision there. As some say, the ball doesn't lie. As Sigler misses the first. Gets the second, 1 of 2. It's 10-2. And a lazy pass and stolen away. Sexton for 3, and it's off, but the rebound to Daleville. It's going to be another opportunity for the Broncos. The Broncos have flat out played the Warriors and deserve this lead. And that is another tough shot, almost went down, but Broncos lead 10-2. In my estimation, Coach, they deserve every bit of it.
Yeah, they're out hustling us right now. They're taking better shots, and you saw late there, they're trusting their offense. They're moving the ball. They're getting some high-quality shots. They're not making all of them, but they're making enough to have the lead here.
And let's hope that Coach Burkett's doing that in the timeout right now. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
24, London. That's London, England. New Year's Day Parade. Bailey earned this incredible honor last summer at the Ball State UCA Summer Cheer Camp, where she tried out alongside more than 75 high school cheerleaders. Bailey was selected as one of the 20 to 25 cheerleaders to receive the UCA All-American Award at the Ball State Camp. Bailey will be one of the 10,000 performers in this global event. Please join us in celebrating and congratulating Bailey on this amazing accomplishment. We are so proud of her and wish her the best of luck as she represents Wes-Del on this international stage. We know she will make us proud.
We're back here, and we're hoping the Warriors can get things going a little bit stronger on offense. I believe they coach just awarded Bailey Combs. I think she won something at the cheerleading this summer. Is that what they were talking about?
Yeah, it was I believe it was a national cheerleading award that she won. She's going to be going and cheering down in Florida, I believe.
That's awesome.
I could have the wrong state, but
yeah. Hey, while we were talking though, we did score. We matched our first quarter output with Carter Flynn there, and it's 10-4 now as the Broncos try to drive it in. So coming out, scoring early, but we did that last quarter as well. Flynn almost gets another steal. He actually caused a turnover as Sexton stepped on the line, and the Warriors with a chance to cut it to 4, maybe 7, or excuse me, 3. That's Blackford math when you go to 7 from 4.
Hey, I was a math teacher.
You were one of the few that got out.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack Norton.
That's right. Here's Durr. We got to get more movement. Get Josiah more screens. There he is. Getting to the basket. Get in there. There we go.
There
Josiah Love breaks in, and it is now 10-6. I think Coach Burkett gave him a little bit of a talk and said, we're not going to be playing like this. Now remember, Love does have 2, so he's got to be smart in this. That was quite the shot. Nice job there by Becerra to keep it alive. And here they go. Love to the basket. Love, stop, pop, it's off, but a rebound by Flynn. He goes up and it's off. And knocked out by both Love and Flynn. And here comes Julian Carpenter back into the game. Man, oh man, if I could get a Christmas gift right now, it would be that Julian Carpenter gets back on the offensive streak. I know he wants it, and I know we want it.
You want to see him try to get something here in transition. Arguably the fastest kid on the court.
I agree. And left-handers are hard to guard, so
Absolutely.
He's got that in his agility set. It looks like a 3 on the way, and it is going to be off. We got a rebound. Block out, fellas. There we go. Carpenter has it, and we're off and running. And he is going to Euro step and score. King Julian, and it is a time. Excuse me, what do we got here?
He's going to give a warning to
for
somebody.
slapping the backboard, I believe, or knocking the ball.
Is that on Julian or Carter?
All right, well,
Yeah.
I guess it's 10-8. 10-8, Warriors fighting back here, only down 2. We got ourselves a better ball game going.
So we wanted 2 good shots right at the basket.
There's another 3 from the Broncos. Carpenter has an outlet to Becerra, and it's all tied up. And a foul on Sexton, so it's going to be a buy one, get one free for Becerra. Great look by Carpenter.
That'll be 2 on Sexton, which is huge for us. I don't think Daleville's a very deep team.
I think you're exactly right with that, as we do see number 15 coming in. That's Kayvon Whitworth. And here comes Becerra with the chance for the extra. And this would give the Warriors the lead after trailing 10-2 at the break. And there it is. And the Warriors have awakened. Let's keep this rolling, boys. The Broncos, I will promise you this, Daleville will not go away. They will not go away easy. We can't fall asleep, because what we do is we fall asleep on that cut, and there it was. And luckily missed. Here comes Carpenter with it. Transition. Carpenter with a bounce pass to Becerra and trying to get it inside. Here's Carter Flynn with it. Need to get it up. Good call to get it up and set up some offense. We haven't reversed the ball, though. I would like to see us get it out of there. There we go. Now take care of the ball. Run some offense. Josiah sidestep into a three. Just missed it. And the rebound into the Broncos' hands. Here comes Colvin with a nice pass forward, but could not handle it. And that was Josh Wilson, who's still trying to get involved. Been pretty quiet. Coach, I still wouldn't say it's clean basketball by any means.
No, better than what we had the first
Yes.
quarter, but not what we started the season out with.
Here comes Love trying to get inside. A lot of contact on that drive. Nice look inside, and there's Big Easy. Becerra to Durr, and the Warriors stretch it up to a 3-point lead, 13-10. That was some good action right there, and Durr did a nice job of really dropping to the basket.
Yeah, great look there, great ball movement.
Colvin into Sigler for three. Sigler ties the ball game with that three-pointer. Colvin has a high motor. He is constantly on the go, and he made that happen by driving and then kicking opposite. Josiah Love trying to break free. He does, and he's the basket. Great move, Coach.
Yeah, and any chance he has a chance to get to the baseline, that's big. You know, he can work either side of the rim, and he's a great passer down there too.
15-13, 3:33 to go here in the first half. The offenses are starting to kind of find themselves here in the second quarter. Whitworth has it. A lot of pressure from Becerra. And he has a jumper that's off, and Elijah Durr has it, gives it to Josiah in traffic. And now Love trying to find. There's King Julian. Good in there, baby. That just looked like his feet were offset there.
And that's what we talked about before the game. Just some unbalanced shots by him.
Whitworth there ties the game. Yeah, he just doesn't look like he's feeling the game right now. What do we got? What do we have?
There's a technical on.
Is it a double technical? I thought he motioned to technical, but then he didn't call any numbers in. Is it a... Now they put 33 with a foul on the board. That would be Durr.
Double technical on Durr and Whitworth.
Or is it just a double foul? Because no one's shooting. Or is it a double technical?
It looked like a double technical because he did hand signal it.
Oh, Lord. I mean...
It must have been.
I think there's other ways around that.
Yeah. I mean, find a time, talk to the guys.
Yeah. Just a warning or a double foul or...
You know, and especially a game like this. This is a conference game, a county game, a rivalry game.
Yeah.
These guys have played against each other their whole lives. You're gonna.
It was quick too, and there wasn't like a lot of reaction from either one of the guys. I don't know if either one of them deserved it. Nice spin move by Love.
Great move.
I mean, he put him in the spin cycle there.
And you see why Coach trusts him to play out there with two fouls.
There is Whitworth trying to make something happen, and now to Sigler, who feels like he might be hot, but that one is off. 17-15, Warriors lead with 2:28 to go. And here they come with a chance to extend the lead. Love now starting to find it. He's got 6 in this quarter so far. Nice little pass to Woodyard. Woodyard's is off, and that might have been a travel. Nice job. Get up there, Carter. Good job. Way to stay with it. Good things happen to those who just stick with it.
We've really gotten some good minutes here from Carter Flynn off the bench.
I agree. He has 4 in the game, and all of those are in this quarter. And that it might be a turnover. Becerra trying to get on that one. Here's Whitworth driving. He gets it into Sigler. Sigler scores. So there have been some a lot of scrap buckets on both sides tonight. Oh, Julian almost traveled. Here's Becerra. He's trying to turn around, and that one is a pitch and goes right underneath Julian's legs. I've never seen anything like that. A cross-court pass that could bounce and go under a guy's legs. I don't think he could see the pass coming. I don't think he ever saw it coming.
No, I don't think anybody was expecting that pass to come.
That's a weird place to make that pass.
Becerra got caught in the air and just had to get rid of it.
And here comes the Broncos again. Flynn going to get called for a foul. I knew it was a late call, but I could see the guy wanting to call it. And that's going to put him on the line. No, shouldn't put him on the line.
And those are fouls you won't be mad about for Carter. Playing aggressive, trying to get a deflection, get a steal there.
Here comes Joel Jones. He'll probably get, he's going to get Luke a break. And into the game for Daleville's number 3, Carter King. He's a freshman. Ooh, Becerra could almost got that one.
Close.
So as I said, this is a freshman, Carter King, number 3 with it. And trying to get it to Colvin, try to get something going. Colvin does. He gets on the ground, a little scoop shot up, missed. Here's Love in traffic. He's got to look up before he dribbles. That one's off the hands and out of bounds, but Josiah's a good enough player that he knows when it catch like that, give myself a second to, jump stop and look at what I have before I just take off. He drove right in between 2 guys.
That was a tough place to catch that, too. Full speed, 2 guys closing on each side.
Yeah, and I always say, as a former guard, you got to see that when you're passing it to your teammate. Here's Love. He's going to the basket, and there should have been some contact, but none called, and he gets another one. He's got 8 in the quarter, and he's done that all with 2 fouls. So here's a 3 on the way, and it is out. Whitworth with a great rebound. Everybody going for it. And it's going to stay here. A lot of hustle, and here comes Woodyard in back in they're going to get Love. That's a good call. Get him out before he gets another foul with 21-17 lead. 21 seconds to go. This freshman Carter King, not a bad little player for a freshman. Colvin, nice. Becerra with the steal. He's got a chance to extend the lead, and he does not, but there's a foul call. Foul called on number 11. That is Logan Parker. So we got to give Becerra a break because when he let go of it, I was like, what are we doing? But they called a foul, so 9 seconds to go. Becerra a chance to get 2 more on the board for the Warriors. Remember, they had 2 at the start of this quarter. And now they've stretched it to a 5-point lead, a chance for a 6-point lead. So 20 points so far in the quarter for the Warriors. And there's another one. So it's a 6-point lead, 9 seconds to go, and Daleville will look to take the last shot, I would imagine. Well, that was a quick one, but he hit it. So the Warriors want to push and throw that thing up. And that 3 makes it 23-20. Better quarter in the second quarter for the Warriors. They'll go into halftime and try to continue to make the adjustments, but they do lead. It's 23-20. We'll be back here to give you a little bit of rundown at halftime on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Wes-Del Warrior Middle School cheerleaders.
And we are back here, and you are seeing the Wes-Del varsity cheerleading squad. That's the middle school cheerleading squad, correct?
Yeah, middle school cheer tonight. Have their Christmas dance. They did this at a girls game a couple weeks ago, or last week, and the boys tonight.
And while you're watching that, we're going to give you some unofficial scoring. We'll start with Daleville, and Coach Knuckles has those, so rattle those off.
We have Noah Colvin with 5, Bryson Sigler's leading the way with 8, Logan Parker with 3, and then Caven Whitworth and Cooper Sexton each with 2.
And their leading scorer, Josh Wilson, is yet to get in the scoring column, so that'll be something to look for in the second half to see if he tries to get going. For the Warriors, Josiah Love has 8 at the half, and Gabe Becerra has 5, Carter Flynn with 4, Elijah Durr with 4, and Julian Carpenter with 2. So the score is 23-20. The Warriors get 21 in the second quarter after only 2 in the first. And a pretty even scoring for Daleville, 10 in the first, 10 in the second. But if we can just keep and put that first quarter out of our mind and just keep going the way we're going, it should work out well for us. But we're definitely going to have to keep them under 10 a quarter and keep our output. I think our defense needs to step up a little bit. Of course, we had some guys in foul trouble, so we'll be getting those back. But if you're in that locker room right now, you're probably going to say something about, boys, for us to have the lead after only scoring 2 in the first quarter says something. We got a lot of momentum. Let's go from here.
Yeah, that second quarter, you saw a lot of different energy offensively. We weren't forcing as many shots, moving the ball, got a few in transition. And got some scoring from some guys that you don't typically expect.
Yeah, and we did get Julian on the board with 2. We're hoping to see that coming out a little bit more. They're trying their hardest, Daleville is, to shut down Josiah, but he's a tough matchup for anybody, and he's still able to get 8 there in the first half. I'd really like to see us kick it into gear. We did not shoot the ball well, and I think that's not going to continue into the second half. I think we're going to start hitting some shots. I don't think we hit a 3 the whole first half. In fact, unofficially, I have us for none. And I don't know that we have to, but it would be nice to see a couple of those go down. But you're probably, as a former coach, you're going to be saying, we can get the ball inside. Let's get it inside. Let's start there, and then let's go outside.
Yeah, keep staying in attack mode, and that's when you'll really open up some of those driving kicks. And we got some guys that can knock those shots down. So keep trying to get to the rim, keep moving the ball, and trust that those shots will open up. Well,
let's shift gears a little bit, because very rarely do we get an opportunity with you being so busy as an athletic director. And I know we just came off of this past football season, but how about a little preview? Because I know a football coach is always thinking, well, it may be winter, but I'm already thinking spring practice, summer practice, a little bit of spring ball there. And you already know kind of how that depth chart's looking. So what excites you about next season?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the guys that we bring back. We lose some very important seniors.
Sure.
Some guys that really kind of set the tone for the program and change things. But there's only 5 or 6 of them that are heading out, and we're bringing back a lot of positions. Our guys right now have been in the weight room. They've been getting a lot bigger, a lot stronger, faster. And the guys we're looking to fill those spots from the seniors, we feel really good about.
And I know you're big on this off-season point. All the time you're big on weights. You were a weights guy yourself when you were in school. You were a very strong player. You promote that. The type of smash mouth football that you run on the ground, breaking records with your rushing game and your blockers, and having linemen that are 20 yards down the field still lead blocking. this is important time right now. And not only that, but you really promote going into these strength competitions we have of really getting our guys competing and putting up big weight. And each year you've won more and more, and we keep going up that list in strength. And that right there equates to moving the ball on the field.
Yeah, last year we were in 2 weight meets. We won the Blackford meet with over at Blackford, and then we competed and did some really good stuff over at Delta with their DCC meet. And those are some, 3 and 4A schools that we're going up against than us in Alexandria. So it was that was a really good meet for us. Got some really good guys to compete. Ended up, in about the middle of the pack of the schools. It'll be interesting to see what happens this year. We got 2 brand new head coaches going in at those 2 schools. So seeing if they're going to continue with those, we're really looking to host something here this spring with a couple teams. So we think that'll, show off our facilities, but also show our guys that you keep putting in the work and these things will pay off.
I was talking to my daughter right there. I don't know exactly what she's doing. Did she win? She won.
Oh.
My daughter won the Taylor Swift. Now, she only had 350 bought tickets. We could have bought 9 of those, but she won. So she won the raffle. And but back to football. Well, another thing. Well, let me see it here. Bring it over here. We'll get it on. I think we're on camera. Bring it over here. What? So this is it. Oh, it's upside down. So there it is.
Autographed Taylor Swift album.
Well, autograph. It was part of the baseball fundraiser. So let's make sure I don't drop that on the way. So we can thank her entire family for buying so many tickets that we could have just bought the dang thing.
It's a
probably
good Christmas
online.
gift.
Yeah, great
Good
Christmas gift. But all for a good cause and for the baseball program, a great fundraiser. Back to football. A couple of quick questions here. You had a starting quarterback out all year last year, and what you did have is a freshman come out of nowhere and step up and run that like he was a junior. What an interesting situation to be in. It looks like you've got some options, and with guys graduating and positions moving, you've got athletes. Who knows where some of these guys may fit in, or who knows, there's times you have the opportunity to run a double quarterback situation because Vonderschmidt's a very athletic player. And, and he can run the ball, and you can put Purdue in there to snap it and do different things. So you did a little bit of that when you had Summers and Purdue. Is that something you're going to look at, or in the offense, are there any ideas? It's early to say people are moving positions, but is that something you're looking at?
Yeah, we'll see. We're really excited about that, that QB battle a little bit this year. Vondy earned that spot last year, and we really didn't have any depth. So the most exciting thing is that we actually have depth at that position. 2 guys there that show that they can play varsity quarterback, and then we have a really talented incoming freshman next year with Jackson Drum that can step in too. So, really excited about that position for next year.
Well, and you got to think of this too, the opportunity at a small school to move some of your athletes around throughout the game. That's fun. Because you're doing something. We just saw a Heisman Trophy winner that played both sides of the ball, and he's hoping to play both sides in the NFL. You've got the opportunity. You're always playing guys on both sides of the ball, but you also have the opportunity. Hey, we might throw this guy in at QB, but we might throw him in at wideout, or we might throw him in at a tailback or wingback or something else, and then he's right back in at quarterback. Really hard to deal with that as a defender.
Yeah, it just opens up a lot of different possibilities offensively for us next year. Obviously when Vondy went down, some of our passing game, we took a step back and realized, hey, we just got to make sure we can do what we can do. Purdue showed he can do that, but that allows us to have some more options next year with maybe some different trick plays or different packages to really kind of make the defense have to defend.
And Vondy was a key on defense, and losing that was huge. But again, you had some guys able to step in and get some reps that they wouldn't have gotten. But getting him back and getting everybody healthy is going to be huge. And I think we've got ourselves a good situation next year, and it's exciting.
Oh, absolutely. Start weights up and some workouts in January, and then back up in the spring, and it'll to get started.
There would be nothing better than for you on this have a Christmas wish of let's say 8 wins next year, and let's see 1 to 2 sectional wins. That would be really nice. So we're excited for it. What a great year, and I'm heartbroken because mine graduates this year, and we don't get to do it anymore. And there's nothing that hurts like I thought it hurt when you're played and you were done, but I'll tell you this, nothing hurts more than when your kids are done. It's really sad to not watch that, but I get to watch it with everybody else and live stream and do all that. So, but great to talk football with you. It looks like we're getting ready to crack this one into the second half, and Exciting things happening at Wes-Del all the time, and let's hope there's an exciting second half on tap. Broncos will get it, and Colvin will get them set. 23-20 as we get started in the second half. A lot of action up here, and high ball screen was almost in the corner. It almost looked like a carry, and then there's a 3 on the way, and it's off. Good block out by Josiah Love and Julian Carpenter with the rebound. You'd like to see us, Coach, to get set in some established offense and run some fluid stuff here.
Oh, yeah, you see us getting through some of our motion right here, it looks like.
Josiah Love looking to try to get around. Here comes Carpenter. He's got a little jumper. Get in there. Oh, my goodness. That poor kid just can't get one to go down. Here come the Broncos in transition. Colvin to the kick to Sigler. He's got 1-3. They are going to get Becerra on the block out, and they're going to give 3 shots to Sigler. And Becerra's kind of like, not sure.
Yeah, that's a tough call. You know, it was well after he landed from that 3, but the kid sold it, and you're going to get that more times than not.
Yep. See if Sigler can make him pay and tie this ball game up at 23. Got the first one. And the second one's off. If you didn't tune in earlier, the girls were defeated by the Daleville Broncos in the varsity girls game. I didn't hear about the JV boys.
JV boys beat Daleville, I believe 10.
Okay. Warriors lead by 1 here. There's no way that's an offensive foul. Okay. Really shouldn't have been anything, but there's no way that was an offensive foul. That's on number 5, Bryson Sigler. I'd be upset if I was Sigler, but hey. Incidental contacts, but sometimes that gets called. It just did. Becerra now as Colvin, high motor, we always say that's more contact than the last contact. That's some more contact.
And he doesn't like that, but that was the right call.
Yeah, coming off that.
A few of them.
Yeah, coming off that screen around the cut there, he caught it and went, and he had a lot of contact there. But Love will go to the line. Thank you. Josiah Love misses the first one. This has been something interesting about Josiah Love this year. He's been missing a couple of his free throws, and a lot of times he's short. It's got to be a lot of legs.
I think last year he was around 90%, and I think closer to 70 this year.
Yeah. That's the math in you. You're Mr. Statistics. I could draw you a picture of that, but you did take me for art,
yeah,
and you should be a great artist.
I could not draw you a picture of that.
There goes Colvin to the basket. Nice, fancy little move, and there's a ball bounced around, and Becerra has it now. Becerra over to Flynn. Flynn inside. Doesn't get it, gets his own rebound.
Good hustle.
Carter Flynn has been something tonight for us. Go in, please. Oh. Julian Carpenter is just in a funk right now offensively. That's a charge. Oh. He leaned a little bit. I don't know, though.
Yeah, that's tough. It didn't look like Sexton tried to avoid that contact very well. He was going to go straight through him.
And that's a good explanation of it right there. He did not, and that's where I would argue, and you as a coach probably would ask that question. You know, it didn't look like he tried to avoid that, and my guy looked like he was pretty well established. But he missed the first one. The Broncos having a little bit of trouble at the line here in the second half. And he misses the second one. There's Carter Flynn again. Great minutes from Carter Flynn.
We had him start this.
You know, every once in a while, I'm not saying anything, every once in a while I would like to see them think about posting up Grayson. I'm not being partial because he's my kid. I just think like a matchup like he has right now, get him on this side. They're trying. See if that goes. Nope. Grayson, go up with it. And that one got taken away, and this, he's got to keep his head about him and not foul, but. Ooh, that might have been a travel. Oh, they're going to get a foul, and they're going to get a 3 on Becerra. And that's going to bring somebody, I believe, in. I hate to say it, but poor Gabe, he's got a target on his back right now for the fouls, and I don't know that they've all been legit. Tried to take a charge. That one was both guys going on that drive and looked like a travel to me, Coach.
Yeah, you could argue the foul, but I definitely think there was a travel before.
Colvin trying to find it, coming back in. They'll reset here, the Broncos. Looking for a handoff. That's a good call by Julian to get the mismatch. I like Julian calling Grayson off there because Grayson doesn't want to be guarding their point guard, 40 feet from the basket and try to keep him in front.
Absolutely.
And it ends up being a turnover, and here comes Wes-Del. 24-22, Broncos doing a great job here. There's Love to the basket, nice take. That's what you got to have. A lot of that.
It was a good screen by Grayson up top. Even though he didn't make a lot of contact, he made made the defender avoid him, which just opened it up for Joe.
Broncos coming off of a lot of double screens, and the Warriors doing a good job in the switching man-to-man. Comes a switch. They'll try to get Sigler with it, one-on-one with Grayson. It looks like a carry. That is my old age coming through because that hasn't been called for decades.
Yeah, that will not get called anymore.
Wilson trying to get involved. I don't know that was Will. Yeah, that was Josh Wilson, who still isn't involved in the offense. Wilson and Carpenter both kind of trying to figure things out, get in there. Grayson gets it. Why will he not go back up with it?
It's a good hustle play by Jones there.
And it's a foul, and it's going to be called on, I think, Sexton?
Sigler, number 5.
We'll see here. 24, we're all wrong. It's Josh Wilson.
That'll be his second.
And obviously it was on the floor because it would have been a shooting foul if they called it on 5, which is who I thought it was on, but so did Coach. That's why we're way up here. When you're 50 yards away, we obviously don't know what we're talking about. Joel Jones in the game now. It's right there. Grayson, I just sit down in there. It's a lot of contact, and they do get the call. That is on number 12, Caleb Aiken. And the next one will be shots, so I would continue to attack because you want to get to the foul line. Of course, as I say about getting Grayson posted up, he's had 2 offensive rebounds that he's done nothing with. Sometimes it's hard to officiate the games when they're sloppy, and this is one of those.
I agree with you.
There's Joel Jones. Ooh. All right, what are we doing? Oh, my. There's no way that's a jump ball. This guy's calling a bobble. So if it's a bobble, it can't be a jump ball, but what do I know?
That's a tough one for him to call. His back was to, it looked like both players.
Yeah. So the ball over to the Broncos, I don't know.
If you call it, you're right.
I guess. Yeah. I know we're not going to get it back. Grayson tipped that one away. Tried to get the guy to call it the other way.
It's a good deflection.
26-22. This is not a offensive masterpiece by either side. That's a double dribble. Julian steals it. Please make a layup, Julian. Oh, and we get a foul. That is going to be on 21. That's going to be Cooper Sexton. So free throws will work too for King Julian if we can get him going.
I believe that's 3 on Sexton.
Yep. You do have that correct. Get in there. Ooh.
At this point, he's just got to see something.
That's what I'm
through the basket.
Something's got to go down. Big Easy giving Grayson a break.
It's the first he's been back since the technical.
That one I still, for both sides, I still don't know why 2 guys got a technical on one. Double foul, yes. Big Easy with the offensive putback. That's what you get. Extends it to 28-22. Nice job by Big Easy, keeping the ball high once he got the rebound. I don't know about that matchup. I like that one a little bit better. Easy was ready for it, but I don't know.
It was a good time to switch off.
I don't know that he wanted that. There's a ball screen. They're trying to figure this out. Colvin taking it to the basket. Nice little move.
Good help side by Woodyard.
And there's Big Easy, what he does best. Come on, Julian. There we go.
There we are.
King Julian for 2. And Daleville needs a timeout as it extends to 30-22. And we're going to take a timeout. Be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back here. It's a great opportunity to talk about our cheerleaders. Coach always usually does that, but our cheerleaders on your screen are Ava Whitmire, Tori Clark, Bailey Combs, Hayden Browning, Jenna Woodson, Gracie Penrod, Bella Koger, Kirsten Ronan, Kylie Proctor, Valerie Clark, Nevaeh Belvelheimer, Nevaeh Scott, Nevaeh Kopcho, Ansley Draper, and Letty Watt, head coach Tony Perdue, and assistant coach Emma Bright. Coach, you wanted to correct. I was wrong on Bailey Combs. Give us a correction.
Yeah, and I was incorrect about the location. So she did win the opportunity from a camp over the summer, but she will be heading to London for the UCA cheer.
Put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's
London.
a big deal.
London. We know that it's not Australia. That's a joke from Dumb and Dumber, but London is amazing. Congratulations, Bailey. That is huge. And I mean, I've never been to London. How cool is that?
Yeah, I have not either.
I wouldn't mind going, but I'm just not a big traveler. I don't mind the States, but they're going to go double there for a minute. And I thought that was going to work out, but Colvin is something else, man. There's a late foul called on Josiah Love. That's going to be his third. Now remember, Josiah Love played from the entire second quarter and third quarter without fouling. He had 2 in the first quarter, so that was pretty impressive, and he has quite a few points in that time. But here's Daleville trying not to let this one get any further away from him. And they're trying to, that was a travel. And this is not that, you want to switch back at some point. 3 on the way, and that is short. Joel Jones with the rebound, and here we go. I just start pushing that thing as hard as you can push it. There is Love, and he got a lot of contact and got it to go. I don't know how he got that to go, but he did. And I've got him for, that's a 3 there.
It's by Colvin.
Colvin for 3. And it's 32-25. Love with it again. That's not a good pass. Right into the hands of Wilson, and here comes Colvin looking to get hot again. Does he have another one? He does. And Colvin brings this thing right back. We got a ball game, 32-28. 2 threes by Colvin. Here's Carpenter to the basket. Carpenter in, and he's got a buy one, get one free.
And that's exactly what you want from him. Going to his strong hand to the left side and just attacking the rim.
I have right now 13 for, maybe 13 or 14 for Love, and Julian, I have him at 6. That one's off, but Big Easy involved in that one, and we've got a jump ball. Should be back to Daleville. I think Daleville had it Warriors had it at the quarter. Nope. It's going to be Warrior ball. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Third quarter's not over.
Oh, that's right. It's not the third quarter yet. Hey, thank you. It was a long day for you, not a long day for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Got to get it in. That's not how you get it in. And if I'm not correct, it should be down there, right?
It should.
Yeah.
It wasn't tipped.
Oof. Yeah, see, Daleville didn't realize that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, no, it was not tipped. No, it was not tipped. Yeah, it's down there.
They got it right.
All right. 34-28. Warriors just cannot. They had it all the way up to 8. Now they're back at 6. Give it credit to Daleville that will not go away thanks to that young man right there who's hit 2 threes. I think he's the one right now I'd stay with. Sigler tries, that's a carry. They're going to get a foul. Probably fouled him before the carry, so I'll give him that. That's going to be on Big Easy. That's only his second, I believe. And they're in the bonus. Everybody's in the bonus, so Sigler shooting 2. I don't like going into the fourth quarter with them hanging around, I can tell you that. That's always nerve-wracking. You'd like to be 10, maybe 12 ahead, but they've got it to 4.
Especially a team like them that may not be great three-point shooters, but they can get streaky.
There's a nice pass into Carpenter. Carpenter's got to hit that. Got to hit that. You don't get much easier than that. Colvin back the other way. He can't hit it. Here we go. Somebody behind you. This would be big if it goes. It's not. It's short. Luke pops it out of there. And it'll go to Daleville. This is some rough shooting. Really from both sides has not been great shooting. And believe me, we saw great shooting last night.
Yes, we did.
I mean, Wapahani, they lost maybe their all-time leading scorer, but they looked pretty darn good to me. And, you know, they don't have a lot of height, but they've got what they need when it comes to offensive firepower. Looks like Daleville's trying to hold for 1. Cut this to maybe 2. Not a bad decision. I don't know about this matchup right now.
You'd hope he'd get a handout and at least get a count going.
Yeah. Down to 10. There'll be a switch to Colvin. This is Love. Try not to get a foul here. 3 on the way. If he hits that, it'll be absolutely huge, and it doesn't. It all wanted to.
That was close. It did want to.
34-30. 4-point lead going into the fourth. Buckle up, folks. Get something to eat, get something to drink, and get settled in. We're going to bring you 8 more minutes of basketball here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're here for the full court shot in between the third and fourth quarter. This is John Cook's student, Emily Love, teacher. Emily Love's going to go first. And just a little short.
Just a little.
John Cook, get in there. Oh, that one was really close. So
good look by Cook.
Yeah, it was a good look.
A little closer than some of the looks we've seen tonight.
That's right. There was your Montgomery Insurance. I think it's Property Pros or, I don't know, Young's Title. I don't remember who.
Just Montgomery Insurance.
Just Montgomery Insurance this year. Half-court shot. Now we're going to get into the fourth quarter, folks. 4-point lead for the Warriors. Remember, they only scored 2 points in the first half. And they've got 34 on the game, leading 34-30. And if you want consistency, how about the fact that the Broncos have scored 10 points in every quarter so far? Now, the odds would tell you if they scored 10 here and we can at least get 10, I think numbers would say we win.
You'd be right.
I would. However, nothing like that ever happens in basketball.
It does not work like that.
And we're going to get into quite an interesting quarter, I think.
I think it'll be interesting to see what Daleville does here. Josh Wilson, their leading scorer, has 0 points on the night. So if they're going to try to get him going, or they're going to trust Colvin and Sigler to carry the way here.
And here they go with it. They've got Sigler, Colvin, Whitworth, Wilson, and I think Aiken in the ball game right now. Trying to turn the corner and what happened there? They're going to get Carpenter with a foul. Yeah. Julian Carpenter gets called for his second. And that's just the first of the quarter, so no shots yet. He'll be out of bounds underneath for the Broncos. Foul trouble for the Warriors. Love has 3, and Becerra has 3. Not really foul trouble at this point. There's Whitworth inside, and that is a shot that goes. And it's a 2-point ball game. A little bit of pressure coming. See how the Warriors handle it. Going into Mealy. Mealy off on that one, and then it's looks like it's out of bounds.
That's the right call.
It was the right call. There was a lot going on there, but he got it. So Flynn, Carpenter, Love, Mealy, and Becerra are in the game. And the Warriors, thought Flynn was going to go with that one, and there's a reach. Going to be on Sigler. And that is 3 on him. First on the team, so out of bounds. Warriors not really using their screens very well on the out of bounds, and that's causing them not to get open. Grayson trying to go to the basket, and he gets fouled. That's foul on Whitworth.
It was a strong move there by Grayson.
Yeah.
I know you've said it a few times. He needs to look to score a little bit
does.
more. He gets in the paint.
He looked like a basketball player going to the or a football player going to the basket. Let's see if he can hit some free throws. These would be huge for the senior. Help his team out. First one is not there. Cameron McGlothin saying hello in there. The McGlothins are watching. Again, Coach had a family event. That was 2 terrible free throws that don't go down. We needed both of them. 7:08, 34-32. Warriors holding on to a 2-point lead right now. Remember, they had 2 points in the first quarter, so it's quite remarkable. That's a crossover, and that's a travel, but they didn't call it.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Things are getting chippy.
That was a good tie-up by Becerra.
Yeah. Everybody getting a little excited.
The diamond in one press.
Don't
here.
give it. Oh, God. There we go. They're going to call the charge. That'll be 4 on Love.
It did look like he was set.
He did.
I know Joe tried to avoid there. Just
Joe's jump stop was a little bit. I'm not going to argue it. And Joe's going to go out.
It's definitely not a call you want at this point.
No, because he probably won't come back in until about 4 minutes left with 4 fouls. So they're going to have to weather the storm, and somebody's going to have to step up to be a scorer.
You would love to see Carpenter.
Carpenter or Becerra are going to have to do something here. This is a switch you're going to want Flynn to take. Yep. And Colvin inside. He misses. Now let's take care of the basketball and get a lead here. Carpenter trying to get inside. Back step into a 3. Got it! King Julian. And it's down to Wilson, and he got it. Dagger.
It's his first made shot of
Julian
the game.
through and up and Wilson's in the game now. He hit his 3. We don't want that to be a thing that continues. Oh my gosh. Noah Colvin with the circus shot, and it is 37-37. Things getting crazy here. Joel Jones out to Carpenter. Carpenter with the drive, and that one a little bobble by Becerra. Let's get things set up. Run some offense. Back cut. Joel Jones threw it away.
If he'd have kept cutting there, I think that pass would have worked out for him.
Big Easy into the game as Grayson Mealy takes a break, and it's not, you never want Daleville hanging around when it's this late in the game. A lot of credit to this team. They aren't playing like a 1-4 team. They're playing like a team that just beat Blue River by 20. They got a lot of confidence, and they're not worried a bit about the Warriors. Wes-Del's got to play the same way, and they left Colvin. You can't leave the shooter. And you got lucky. Carpenter has it, and there's a foul. That's going to be on Aiken, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Aiken.
That'll be his third, I believe. His third.
So the Broncos have 3. Warriors have 2. At some point in this one, with 5 minutes to go, foul shooting is going to be a thing. Just give him the ball. Make them foul you. Get up there. Take the ball up. If you call a jump ball, you're going to kill me. All right. 37 all. Going to be 5 minutes to go in this one. A lot of ball game left. A lot of ball game. Can't leave right now. Colvin and Wilson have been your shooters. Can't leave them. There's a good. Keep the ball in front of you. That is a 3 from way outside. They're giving you every opportunity now. Somebody on our side has to take advantage. Julian Carpenter trying to make something happen. He gets inside and got it. Carpenter just absolutely willed that one in, and it's a 2-point lead, and no one has Aiken, and it's out of nowhere. Easy says, I don't think so. And here's Carter Flynn, mid-range, got it. Carter Flynn extends it to 4. And this has been a big game for Carter Flynn. There's Wilson. No second shots. We talked about it. Coach Mack gave us his keys.
Travel on the.
Hey, we'll take it. Coach Mack's texted the keys, and here comes Love. Texted the keys to us, and second shots are a killer. I said 4 minutes and we'd see Josiah back in. And when we said weather the storm, I'm telling you what, Julian Carpenter and Carter Flynn did that for us. And here's Love. Back in with 4 minutes to go, 4 fouls. Don't get crazy. Don't waste the opportunities. Use them. Carpenter to the basket, trying to take it, gets inside, gets up, get in there. Julian Carpenter will go to the line.
You love seeing him aggressive like this again.
He has 11 so far, so he is back. Foul was on.
It's on Sigler, and that's his 4th.
That's his 4th. So you got Sigler with 4, Love with 4. Carpenter stays about 6 to 8 inches off the foul line. It's an interesting foul shot, but he got it.
And he falls back on these foul shots, too.
Yeah.
You wonder how he's not short on everyone.
Well, you know us. We were prolific scorers, so we know.
We could shoot foul shots.
That's true. He gets both, and the Warriors lead by 6 with 3:40 to go. But folks, if it's been anything like any of the rest of the game, it's got a long way from done. Colvin, step back 3. Oh, my. Warriors now need to take care of it, make a good shot. Nice pass by Becerra. Big Easy. 45-40. Stay with Colvin. Sigler wide open for 3. And it doesn't hit. And it's back to the Warriors, 45-40, 3:04 to go. Becerra, what a pass. And I tell you what, I got to give credit to Big Easy for being ready. He has been, his 8 points have been huge. I tell you what, his and Flynn been huge. Love gets a step. Love up and in the block! And I think we have even more afterwards, maybe a technical. He got his 5th foul. That's Sigler's 5th. And I think they called a technical on him. The basket was good by Love and a technical on 5. So he also gets the tech.
So will that go to the bench?
I don't know. You alive over there? I knew you were dying earlier, so I tried to take on as much as I could, but I know you haven't You haven't been 100% this week.
I'm 90-ish right now. Not
Did you choke? Did you choke on the cough drop?
No, I threw an extra one in.
Wow. So Love's got a lot to do here. Get in there. I don't know how many that was the and one, I think. Now he's got 2 more.
Get 2 and then the ball back.
That was a big a whole transition there. If he gets both of these, it's going to extend it to the largest lead of the game at 10, and we get the ball out of bounds. And that's all just thoughts and prayers with Coach Knuckles as he tries to get through this last 2 minutes.
He's going to make it. Going to make it.
Oh, my. And a timeout for the Warriors, folks. What a change of events. A 10-point swing almost right there. And we'll get the ball. We'll be back with you. We're going to get Coach Neck some Medicare here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back here. I have unofficially Josiah Love at 19. But I'll tell you what, 8 from Durr and 6 from Flynn. You'll take that. Burkett will take that any night. Those are huge extra points, and Flynn has been a big piece of this tonight. But don't count out Julian Carpenter. King Julian now has 12. So the Warriors not going away with the scoring. They're bringing it back, and that's what we wanted. And they get the ball with a 10-point lead and 2:48. At this point, Coach Burkett in the timeout had to say, okay, we've got a lead. Now let's be smart with every possession. Smart with every possession. So Sarah now has it, and let's run some clock. Colvin, a lot of contact. They're letting that go. I don't mind that, as long as we get it the same. Not really a count on Julian. Now there's a count on him. He's got some space. Julian up and off. Oh. Flynn, and they're going to get a foul. Flynn came in the back door and said, I'll take this from the table and try to go up, and he gets the foul, and he's got 2 free throws.
Can't talk enough about the game that he's having tonight.
He has been so strong for us off the bench. Get in there. Try to get this one. And extend it to the 11-point lead with 2:22. Good take by Julian Carpenter. That one's long and off. Now let's get back and play some defense. 10-point lead. Whitworth shuffle of the feet there. And
another one.
Colvin, that's a tough shot. And they're going to get 23. Julian Carpenter with the foul. And I believe they're going to call that a shooting foul, and they will. So Colvin will get free wins with the clock stop. This is not what you want, but I'm not going to give anybody a blame. That's just basketball play right there. It's Colvin with 2, 2:12 to go. Chance to cut it to 8. Be huge for the Broncos. The first one is good. Noah Colvin has had a really good game tonight.
I think I have him at 17 as we stand.
He has carried it in the loss of Wilson's offense tonight, and he does cut it to 8. Now, at this point, I'm saying let's chew up some clock unless we got something wide open like that.
There it is.
Oh, that one is going to hurt because they're going to cut it, and they do. And just like that, we had a wide open layup, and now they've cut it to 6, and this is scary point here. Julian has it. Julian Carpenter to the basket, and good. King Julian, where have you been? We finally found you, but right back the other way, and it's Parker with 2. Oh, this one's tight. 6-point lead with 1:30 to go. You see if we can run some clock, unless Carpenter again to the basket, up, under, and good. Julian Carpenter is awakened, and we've got a timeout. 54-46, 1:23 to go. Strap in. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We're back with you at Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium. Want to thank our sponsors, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, American Pest Professionals, Budget Blinds, Star Financial Bank, Star Rocket Media, and, of course, the Van Mater Reed Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Tonight, we've had some big minutes out of Carter Flynn off the bench. But we have had Julian Carpenter, who unofficially is got 16, who has had his resurgence game. And hopefully with the 1:23 to go and an 8-point lead, the Warriors can hang on here. A big stop here, and I would assume the Broncos will foul and put us at the line. And it's going to be free throws from here on out. And Elijah Durr's had one heck of a game as well. That one, no, they're going to get Julian. Thankfully, that is going to be only his fourth and also only our fourth as a team. So at this point, we don't want – next foul we commit puts them on the line. And they're not really in a hurry, and that's good for us. Let them chew up as much time as possible. It's going to be Colvin trying to get his shot. That one bobbled. They've got Durr with the length on Colvin. He splits him. He's up. It's off. Becerra with the rebound, and they're going to have – oh, he bailed him out with a jump ball. It's going to be the Wes-Del's ball, thankfully. 1:02 to go. This is just get it in. They're going to come foul you. Get it to Josiah. Oh, nice. Carpenter going with it. Got to take the ball with you. That's not what you want. They're going to go for a three maybe. No, Colvin to the basket. It's going to be long, and Carpenter has it. I would think they're going to come foul. And it is a foul, and Carpenter will go to the line. Whitworth will get the foul. 48.6 on the clock. Carpenter hits two, and it's going to be huge. First one's up, and it is nothing but net. Get in there. What's the call? That didn't hit anything.
There's nothing up there to hit.
That didn't want to. Okay. 55-46, 48.6. So still the Broncos, that's a 5-second count right now. Oh. And the Warriors do not want to foul. Almost shuffled his feet in a travel there. Don't foul, especially on a three. Do not foul on a three. Colvin is off. That ball is going to stay with the Broncos, down to 35.8 to go. Warriors lead by 9. What do they got here? This guy has not, he's had a short fuse on everything. If they call something here without talking to the guys, come on, guys, just talk to them. I don't know exactly what there is to call. He's got something. And Burkett's got a good point. Why? Why do it? There's no need for it. I don't know. Whatever.
What is this?
Wait a minute.
Is he calling intentional?
I don't know. So they'll get the ball back. 2 free throws in, they get the ball. So Durr with his third. He's going to come out. And Grayson is going to come back in.
Not yet. We're not letting him come in yet.
I don't know.
Maybe after
I guess
after
it was it. Was it a technical or was it a?
He didn't call it technical.
Okay,
I didn't
so
see what he called, but I'm guessing.
Sexton gets 1 of 2, and that makes it 55-47 with 35.8 to go. Durr's out. Grayson Mealy comes in to replace him. Broncos still have the ball, so that was still one of the worst things that you could have probably done in that moment. Now, if Whitworth hits that, it really hurts. He didn't. Knocked away. Love has it. And I would think they're going to come foul. Don't shoot. We don't need it. Okay. At this point, it's who can get out of here without trying to give the game away. You know, we've both been in the seat where I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trying to go get that layup, but
there's no need.
Yeah. And if you're going to do it and get fouled, we got to make foul shots. So Becerra needs to get this one. If you're writing a textbook on, there you go. If you're writing a textbook on the way to do it, I think we're gonna get the win, but I wouldn't say it's the way we're gonna do it. Whitworth wide open. It's off. Flynn trying to get a hand on it. Don't foul anyone. Do not foul. There we go. Just hold on to the thing. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm telling you right now, Coach Burkett just wants to get out of here. Come on, Julian. There you go. He has found himself, and I'm glad because our team needs it. A great game for him. That one's off into the hands of Grayson Mealy, and he should just hold it. And it'll end that way. A 58-47 win for Wes-Del in what was a heck of a ball game for the Broncos as they battled all the way through. But the Wes-Del comes out victorious. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here with some postgame. You're watching the Wes-Del Sports Network. All right, we're back here with some unofficial post-game results from a 58-47 win. A win's a win, and when you only put up 2 in the first quarter, you'll take whatever you can get. And it was not textbook by any means, but again, a W is a W in the schedule and on the team schedule for the year. So we'll take a win. I will say this: a lot of credit to Daleville, the Broncos. Not a team to write off by any means, and they are in our sectional. So that would be a scary draw. That's not one that I would want because they're not playing bad basketball. They're playing scrappy basketball. They play hard. They're going to beat some teams that a lot of people will say on paper they shouldn't. They're going to be all right. Let's look at them. Unofficially, you've got some Daleville scoring. Why don't you rip those off?
Leading the way was Noah Colvin with 18. Bryson Sigler with 12, Logan Parker with 5, Caven Whitworth with 4, and then both Cooper Sexton and Josh Wilson with 3.
And for Wes-Del, I have some unofficial scoring. Josiah Love was the team leader and game high with 20. Julian Carpenter finds himself back here with 18. And Elijah Durr with 8. Carter Flynn with 6. And Gabe Becerra with 6. We've got Coach walking up here. We're going to get him a microphone. I think we've got him set up there. Coach, that one right there is probably from the start a little nerve-wracking when you only get 2 points in the first quarter. What'd you say to him there after that first quarter?
We just needed to settle in and guard, do the little things, not panic. This is not – we felt like we were the better team coming in. So we were never going to get panicked in this game. We didn't need to. Once we settle in and play our game, we woke up finally in that second quarter. It's kind of a trend for us, and we're trying to stop doing it, but we always have one quarter every game that kind of hurts us. And this was the first quarter in this game. And then we kind of settled in and played our game. But we battled back again, a resilient group, down 2-10 against Daleville here at our place. They had a lot of confidence, all the momentum going into that second quarter, and we bounced back really well.
They did come in with a lot of confidence off that Blue River win. And I will say this, not the most skilled team. Everybody can see that when you watch Daleville, but they are probably as hard and as gritty as a team you're going to play all year.
Yeah, they were the first to the floor. I mean, you're going to get every 50-50 ball when you're the first to the floor. We got to get better at that. Obviously, we watch it, but we've got to get better at it. But you can't be loose with the basketball with them around because they are playing extremely hard. Colvin has been like that since his freshman year. He's just hard-nosed. He's going to play as hard as he can the entire game. He's poised out there. I could hear him talking to his teammates, trying to get them settled down. I really like the way he plays, but they play hard. I mean, that's just the way they do.
And you guys did a good job. Wilson coming into this one was their leading scorer, and Colvin was right there with him. But Wilson was quiet tonight, barely even scored. I think that had a lot to do with the switching man-to-man. Yeah. I don't think I know you well enough to say you wouldn't watch this over again and say, hey, I was really happy with our switching man-to-man. I think you're trying to get a little bit more out of them energy-wise and a little bit more maybe, I don't know from up here what the communication's like between them, but we fell asleep on cuts early.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just, it was not even a screen, it was just a cut, and we were losing it. And is that something that you're going to look at really harping on over the break?
Yeah, we talked about some different things we're going to do in practice that prepare us to play a little harder. I think in a switching man, it's similar to a zone, but you get lazy at times because they just get comfortable with, I just got to switch. I don't have to do too much moving around. So in practice, we're going to do a lot more of our non-switching, and we'll be fine in our switching once we get to games if we do it all the time. But in practice, we're gonna start fighting through. We got to get a little tougher when we get screened and things like that. And honestly, the way that the officials have been calling it this year, when we screen and people run through it, it's not being called, and we're getting called for a lot of moving screens. And everybody we've played against has fought through screens. We switch so we don't run into it and try and fight through it. So we're not getting those calls as much. So we might be looking at adjusting some of what we do.
Well, there was we would both agree there was a screen called by a particular person who, again, was set and it was solid, but because it looked bad, it was called. It was not a terrible screen by any means. His buddy should have called it out. Let's talk about this. We have been waiting for Julian Carpenter to wake up.
Yep.
And he finally did. He had unofficially 18 tonight. I would say that he waking up had to be something you're saying finally.
Yeah. So we've been trying to speak some life into him. Obviously, he's been a little down on himself because he didn't play as well. He had 0 last night against a really good Wapahani team. So our captain stepped up, talked to him today. I talked to him last night. We're just trying to get him to understand how good he can really be. I don't think he even understands it. So it alleviates a lot of that pressure on Josiah. Gabe can score also. We finally started making some baskets around the basket area when we're wide open and dish off because they overplay Josiah so much. Everybody does it. So we've got to have role players that can make layups.
Speaking of role players, unbelievably good minutes out of Joel Jones to come in. But Carter Flynn.
Yep.
And there were times, and I'll just say it, I know Carter watches this. I know him really well. There are times when I'm writing him off. I'm like, he is mentally out of this tonight. Tonight he was in it, and he was a crucial part.
Yeah.
Especially when Joe got that fourth foul, and you said, wait, we at 6.5 minutes, I got to sit him. I'm not bringing him till 4 minutes. We all knew that was going to be about the time.
Yep.
And number one, Julian took over in that moment, and Coach and I talked about that. But Carter Flynn, in both the first half and the second half, huge minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how many offensive rebounds Carter had, but He had a lot. I mean, he felt like he impacted every time a shot was up. He was around the ball, which is what we need from him. Honestly, I wish he would have shot the three-pointer on the wing that he had right in front of our bench. He was hesitating. He's got to get confidence to take that. He's taken it before. Like at Muncie Central, when we played Monroe Central in that corner, we drove, kicked to him. He made a big corner three. Like, he can shoot the basketball, but big minutes. And then Joel, he's just out there being steady. I mean, he's not turning the basketball over. He's guarding. He's handling it. He's not forcing. He's doing the things we need him to do. He gave us great minutes off the bench.
Holiday break. I'm going to let you go here in just a second. What's it look like for you guys on the holiday break? You're going to give them some time off, and then, but you've got a couple of games coming right up here in just this next weekend.
Yeah, so we get to take a few days off here for Christmas, which I love to be able to give the guys that time, and my family wants that time, and our coaches. There's a lot of time that's put into this, so I think it's this is our first part of the season's over. We get a little break. We'll get back together. We reset our minds on what we got to do, and we got a big stretch of 15 potentially games here as we head into the second half of the season, big county tournament. We'd like to make some noise in that, and then obviously we have postseason play.
Well, Coach, you got anything? He almost choked to death up here tonight. So
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. Well, there was a point where I thought, let's just shut his mic off and let him die quietly. But go with your family. Go enjoy it. I know that I talked to my guy down there. He's excited for Christmas, and he said his shirt was too big tonight. He had to wear the Santa shirt instead of the cancer shirt. He said it was too big.
We should have shrunk it.
Yeah, I know. So go enjoy it. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, see you.
Great work.
That was Coach Burkett. And we don't have a whole lot left to talk about. I don't think you've had a long one here. I know Mr. Omine's had a long one as well. The Warriors moved to 4-3, another win in the MEC now. They are 2-3 in the MEC. They're off for a little while, and then they'll be back next weekend. I think, though, we're on the road both games next weekend.
On the road next weekend.
If I remember correctly, it is
Union County on Friday.
And Tri on
Saturday.
On Saturday. So you won't be watching those on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Look for those games on Union County if you can look them up on YouTube. Not sure they're going to be live streaming, and look it up on Tri to see if they are doing that as well. We want to wish you, from Coach Knuckles and Mr. Romine, the producer, and myself, we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and we'll see you next time here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.